Alright, John here. Good afternoon. The continuing saga of the Travel of G. I'm going to give you a little video tour this afternoon. This is the cockpit. Nice comfortable chairs to sit on during the cocktail hour. This is a rack that has a bimini top that goes on, and it covers from about there and it folds up to here, the back of the house. There's my barge lights sitting up there, charging. VHF antenna, very similar to 2 meters. You can see the back of the house. And this is a step stool to make it easier for an old guy to get on and off. And then I'll show you this. Underneath here is the manifold and the primary fuel filter, as well as my propane tank. So that runs my cool little stove, and there's a fire extinguisher under there. That locks up. That is a piece of sound insulation that the guys in Texas didn't put on, but we're going to get put on this weekend. And these are scrub brushes and things. There's a washcloth drying. So this is the back of the boat. It has a nice door that locks, keeps out the rain, the vermin, all that kind of stuff. So next, there's an interesting looking boat there, by the way. That's a Cabo. Guy that bought it must not have had a survey done on it. He's from Dallas, because when they got it up to Apalachicola, someone punched the side of it with her hand and discovered the boat had been wrecked, and the side was nothing but Bondo. So that was a bad day. But anyway, there's just a view of the marina. Fish and Wildlife over there. Sea Tow. These guys are working on cleaning boats over here. That boat's for sale right there if anyone wants to buy it. It's a nice 35-foot lures. I don't know about those other two there for sale. This guy here, this big sport fisherman, just had a problem. His battery charger cooked all his batteries. I think he's got 4 batteries in there. They're $1,300 a piece. So that was a bad day. So we'll continue on inside. Alright, now we're inside. Here is the settee on the port side. It folds out into a double berth. You can probably see the hinges along there. And here is the companion seat. Person can sit, and there's my little camera box right there. I keep all my little camera doodads in. And my official boat papers. Underneath this settee I have stored all kinds of oil filters and stuff like that. Here is the electrical panel for this boat. It's pretty nice. You can see it has 110 air conditioning and heat. Then there's all the 12-volt controls down through there. I saved 1 battery for the house and 1 battery for the engine, the house being me. And then here's the dashboard, and got my stuff there. Here's my Garmin Legacy, as Garmin calls it. Means they don't make it anymore. Fire that baby up. Here's the dashboard. You can see the controls, wipers, nav lights, bilge pump, fuel, all that kind of stuff. And then there's the throttle and the transmission control down there. Drink holder conveniently located. This little device down here is for the bow thruster, and then this is for the anchor windlass. This is a 12-volt outlet that I had them put in because I'm going to put my iPad right here in this ram mount that you can see and use as my primary navigation tool. I'll stick it in there to let you see what it looks like. It holds pretty nicely, and so there it is. I got new charts, as I mentioned, for this Legacy GPS, and it shows me sitting right there at Scipio Creek Marina. Oh, there's a big blackbird. So this is the upstairs. This door slides closed, so you can close it and keep the air conditioning stuff nice under there. The helm seat is currently stacked with stuff. This is my little Dickinson stove, which I really love. It's propane. Perks my coffee and cooks anything nicely. And there's my new finish. Normally when I'm using it, of course, I wouldn't have all this volatile stuff stacked right around it. And there's an essential component, Knob Creek. Got to have that in the evening. I'm making an anchor snubber. That's what this is. And this boat has all chain anchor rode on it, and you can't let it you can't use the chain to let it pull against the anchor windlass. So you use a snubber, which uses a piece of nylon because it has it stretches. So I just hook this little hook on my anchor chain, and as soon as I get a loop put in here, I'll loop it on one of the cleats up in front, and then I'll let out a little more chain, and the tension will be put on this piece of nylon line. So there we are. There's my autopilot. There's my VHF marine radio. Here's my stereo, which is going to be replaced tomorrow. Windshield wipers on both sides. Very nice. Nice opening window. Opening windows on both sides, get lots of air. Then there's a couple little ports in the roof. One there, that can open. And so the ventilation on this boat is great. The engine is underneath here. You lift up those panels, which I am not going to do right now. There's a table that fits here, has a leg and a nice little table, so you can sit there. This is the refrigerator, and then this is a little pantry area, and then these are drawers that have stuff in, and kitchen stuff and knives. I just bought a better cooler. I bought an Arctic. Alright, that ended a little abruptly because the battery in my camera went dead. Oh well. So there's the controls. I have a little device on here that tells you when the rudder is at dead center. I have a spin knob because this takes about 3 spins. But anyway, that's my setup down here. Autopilot, VHF radio, stereo, which is getting replaced as I mentioned. This is my camera kit with all my stuff in it for my little GoPro knockoff. This is a bag full of chargers. I haven't figured out where to put this yet, but I've got more daggone little chargers for phones and computers and flashlights and stuff, and it's a bit of a pain, but I haven't figured out what to do with all that stuff. But I'm gonna I don't know if you got to see the refrigerator. I can't remember where the battery quit. Here's my cool Dickinson stove, propane. Works great. I love it. Perks coffee. Does a wonderful job. And just a kitchen area. So that's kind of the inside. There's a little cabinet down there. 2 nice drawers. So we'll finish up. Oh, here's the dashboard. You can see it has 1,025.8 hours on it. I got my fuel issues fixed. It now turns up to nice high RPMs like it's supposed to. So I'm in tall cotton, and there's the GPS that shows my boat sitting right there at Scipio Creek Marina. So that's good. So this is a system I think is going to work out nicely for me. So next we'll go downstairs into the main cabin and take a look at that.